Hello, my name is Rose and I am new to this obviously, so I am gonna try and start a YouTube channel. This is my first video. I'm just gonna do a quick get ready with me. I see all my favorite YouTubers do it, so I thought, why not I try? Let's get started. First, what I already did was I cleaned off my face. I used Yes to Soothing Cucumber Gentle Milk cleanser along with the moisturizer that goes with it. I kind of use the moisturizer as a primer. I'm in the search for a good primer, so if you know anything, let me know. But obviously cheap because I'm in college and I can't afford expensive things. Well, not that many expensive things. So first, obviously, I'll go in now with foundation. I use the CoverGirl Outlast All Day. So what I do is on the back of my hand, I just squeeze like 2.5 to 3 squirts. And then I take my beauty sponge, which sorry, it's kind of dirty. I need to wash it. And then I just go in and then I put it on my face. So we'll do that. Kind of a simple process. Typically, this makeup look that I'm gonna do takes me about 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 15. It's very, very, very simple because I get really lazy, so and I've gotten it down to like a thing. A little bit about me. My name is Rose. Obviously, I've already said that. I am a freshman at NDSU. I'm currently studying radiological sciences, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm originally from New Ulm, Minnesota. It's not a very big town. It's about 13,000. And now my parents moved, so I don't really go there very much anymore. They moved up to Bemidji, Minnesota, which is like a 4.5-hour drive from New Ulm, so it kind of sucks because that's where all my friends are, but it's whatever. I like this foundation because it's so full coverage, like especially for a drugstore foundation. Like, look at that, it just takes away all that redness, which is very nice. I feel very awkward filming this right now because like these walls are paper thin, but nobody's in my room right now, just me. I live in a suite. Me and my roommate live in this room, and then there's 2 other girls that live in the room next door, and then we share like a bathroom and stuff. I can do a tour if people are interested. I don't know, it's not anything really special, it's just kind of a dorm room. A little bit different than like a typical dorm room though. Yeah. This is usually the most time consuming step because I have to do these pouncing motions all over my face. And like, I like to really put it in. I feel like the more you do these pouncing things, the better it stays as the day goes on, which is really nice, I think. You don't want your base, your foundation, melting off your skin like partway through the day, which really sucks. Used to be how it always worked for me, but now I've found ways. For me, makeup has really evolved. I have not always been so technical with how I do it. I started wearing makeup like in 9th grade. Before that, in middle school, I was really against it. I hated girls who wore makeup. Sorry to anybody who I offended, because I didn't really say it out loud, but it's like I didn't understand why girls wore it. And then in 9th grade, I started trying to get into it, and what I did then was I didn't wear any foundation. I would line, this is like all I did, I would line my waterline and on both lids with black eyeliner, pencil, and then I would put on mascara. That's what I did every day. So it's difficult to look back at pictures where I had that, because like it was just a black ring, and then like it didn't stay because I played sports. I played basketball all throughout high school and tennis, and I did other sports too in there. Like even if I didn't have a sport one day, it would literally just like come down, like slip off. It never stayed because I never set it with like a black eyeshadow or anything, which now I do if I do a wing. See, I have to go back in with more because I lost everything on my hand, so I just do a little dab now. Because on my forehead, it's like really patchy. Anywho, so I would just do the black liner and mascara. And I mean, it did make my eyes pop a little bit, but like I do both, so it really closed them in a little bit too. So, like starting in 10th grade, I started to be like, I think it was like halfway through 10th grade or something. I don't know. My timeline isn't very exact because I mean it was quite a few years ago now. And I was like, this is not looking good. Like, what am I doing? So I started watching YouTube videos. I think the first person I really started watching was Candy Johnson. She did really kind of simpler looks, like nothing too glammy. And that's what I liked about her. I still like about her if I really want a inspo for something less new. So next step before I continue on with my story, I conceal. I use a Tarte Shape Tape, which is higher end. There are good dupes for this. It's just the Tarte Shape Tape is like the holy grail, I think, of concealers. Most YouTubers will say that. So yeah, I don't really use it to cover up blemishes. I get a shade a little bit light, and this might be too light, but I don't know. Under the eye, and then a little stripe on the nose, and that's like my typical everyday one. Sometimes I'll do forehead, or I'll go a little bit heavier. You don't need much, like this is even a little bit much for what I'm doing, but whatever. And then I just take the beauty blender again and blend it out. So after a while, I started to really want, after watching Candy Johnson for a while, I wanted to get really into makeup, and I have friends who are into makeup, and one of my friends said you should watch Jaclyn Hill, and I didn't actually start watching her until like a year after she said that. So junior year, I think I started watching Jaclyn, and oh my goodness, she has changed how I think about makeup so much. Like, wow. I love her a lot. I'm not a huge fan of how she makes everything so glowy. I mean, I like highlight, but sometimes she gets a little bit crazy, in my opinion. Okay, and if you notice, after I blended out the under eye, I went over it on my lid. I use it as a eye concealer or primer, because I don't want to buy a eye primer because this doesn't the job. Okay, so now that we've set the base, we've put on our foundation and our concealer, we now set. I just use the e.l.f. translucent powder. I should have showed you the packaging. This is the cap, this is the bottom. It's the only problem I have with it is I think it gives me a little bit of a flashback, and I don't like that. So I just use this big fluffy brush to set it. A lot of people use beauty sponges, but I don't like caking that on, so I just use this. This does the job for me, I think. So I just go in, I kind of get rid of some excess because I don't want to look too cakey. And then what I do is I go over the areas where I concealed first, because I really want to make sure that they'll stay, and I just kind of stamp it in there. Just go around, and then the nose. Then I take some more powder, and I just kind of go all over the face with it. And then once I've set the whole face with powder all over, I go back over the places where I really put it in, and I go like over it with the brush after I've used all the product. just to make sure like I don't have too much extra product in there. That's pretty good. Next, I do the rest of the like face powder besides the highlight. I always save that for last because it's my favorite part. I take my bronzer. This is a bronze booster, light to medium. Light. And then I just take this Morphe M530 brush. I think this is supposed to be used for contouring. Honestly, you can take brushes and use them for whatever you want, as long as you get what you want in the end. It doesn't really matter. But so I take this guy, and you just kind of swirl it in, tap off the excess, and then buff it into my skin. Is that the right word? Who knows? Yeah. Nothing simple, just jawline. I don't need to do too much of this because my mom blessed me with higher cheekbones, and thank the Lord. But I still like to because it brings back color, and I don't like wearing blush, so I go in with the bronzer, and then I also do it temples. Bring that in to the hairline, because the worst thing you could have is like a white streak right there. Like, no thanks. Sometimes I go a little crazy with the bronzer and I'm like really carved out because I don't usually contour with creams or anything or liquids. I usually just use the bronzer as my contour because I'm lazy and it's easy. Now I'm gonna go to the eyes. I'm gonna use my Jaclyn Hill palette. Woo woo. Honestly, this, like, I don't use anything right now besides this. It's amazing. We're just gonna use one of my dirty brushes. I got this one from Kmart, LA Colors. It's good for blending. It does the job. Honestly, if it does the job, who cares, right? So I just go in with Silk Cream. It's always my like first shade I put on. I might just go over the whole lid with it. Alright, and then the other eye. Today, like I said, I'm doing a really simple look, so I think I'm just gonna go in with a shimmer on top of that, like very light-handedly. This brush, it's from Eco Tools. It's an eyeshadow brush I got in a kit. I've actually had it for a really long time. I should probably get some new brushes to replace some of my old ones, but that costs money, which I don't really have. I'm gonna go in with Faint. So I went originally with this guy right there, and I'm gonna go in with that guy for my shimmer, just really lightly because I don't want it to be too much. Oh, this is hard. Okay. So yeah, I just kind of swirl it in there a little bit, tap off the excess. You know the drill. Next is my mascara. So first, obviously, gotta curl those lashes. I just use an e.l.f. curler. It works. And then I just kind of go up. I don't know if there's any technical way to properly do this, but now I just use the Rimmel London Volume Accelerator mascara with something volume boosting complex. Looks like this. I like the gold top, and it's like a natural looking mascara, like it doesn't clump up my eyes too much. So yeah, I always go on top so then it doesn't weigh down my lashes, so then they stay curled. Then I go underneath and I try to get to that waterline so I don't have like a gap between where the mascara starts and the waterline. So yeah, just look at the difference. So like, I love mascara. And bottoms really quick. Alright, and then one more step. And my favorite one, highlight. I use the Morphe M510, this little guy, and I go in, today I'm going to go in with my Kylie Cosmetics French Vanilla. I love this. It's a little more subtle. I also have Champagne Pop, but this one's a little more subtle, so it works. Tap off excess, and here we go. I always do like a V-shape type thing. And then I always try and go for subtle, but then I always put on more. So, oops. Like, how can you not love highlight? I'm so for it. See? Like, it's so fun. And then what I do is I go up my nose. Then with that extra, I just kind of, I don't know if that does anything, I just do it. So now, we're almost done. I take my, I just got this the other day too. It's the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, cooling and hydrating. It smells kind of weird if you ask me, but it works. So I just kind of got 2 caps. I don't understand that. Then I just kind of go for it. And then take some papers and got some in my mouth. Dry it off. And we're done. So that's like a really simple makeup tutorial. It took me longer because I'm talking to you. So I hope you enjoy. And I'm hoping to make this a weekly thing. So if you got any ideas, let me know. I can do other stuff. So until next time, see you later.